Hey guys, and welcome back to the Right Off the Bat segment. I'm Marcus with Drive and Be Driven, reporting to you out here in bright and breezy South Florida. And this week I have the 2021 Hyundai Venue, courtesy of my peeps over at Hyundai. Today we are going to go over the top 5 areas where Hyundai really hit it on the nose with the Venue, as well as the top 5 areas where Hyundai sort of missed the mark. So let's get started. Now, I do have a slew of videos covering the Hyundai Venue, so if you are interested in knowing more information about this vehicle, feel free to click in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. But today we are going to cover the top 5 most compelling aspects of the 2021 Venue, as well as 5 areas that left me wanting just a little bit more. So, without further ado, cue that intro. Alright, so let's first start off with the areas where Hyundai sort of missed the mark with the 2021 Venue. Alright, now in the number 5 spot is the fact that the Hyundai Venue does not offer any all-wheel drive. No matter which trim level you go for, all-wheel drive is not going to be available on the Venue. But if you do live in an area that has more inclement weather, for example, a snowy area, Hyundai offers you a snow mode if you go for that SEL and above trim levels, and at the turn of a knob, your Hyundai Venue is going to be ready to trek some snow. But Hyundai is not going to leave you completely in the dust when it comes to all-wheel drive. If you want all-wheel drive, you can step up to your Hyundai Kona, which is going to offer all-wheel drive at as low as $22,000, hence why this is going to slot in the number 5 spot. Alright, so in the number 4 spot where I feel like Hyundai sort of missed the mark is when it does come to what's under the hood. Under the hood of the Venue for 2021 is Hyundai's 1.6-liter SmartStream 4-cylinder engine. This is all new for 2020 and it is going to be carried over to 2021. It's honestly a pretty good powertrain and it gets the Venue up to speed rather quickly, but when you are driving at higher speeds, you definitely want just a little bit more power, and that's why I feel like this vehicle could really benefit from that 1.4-liter turbocharged engine found under the hood of the Elantra Eco. Hopefully, Hyundai decides to offer a second engine option inside of the Venue sometime in the future. Alright, so in the number 3 spot where I feel like Hyundai sort of missed the mark is when it comes to the overall trim levels available for 2021. You have your base SE, one step up from that is your SEL, and then you have your top of the line Denim. But you don't have any other trim levels above that, and I feel like that's definitely where the Venue is sort of lacking. If the Venue had one additional trim level on top of all of those, I feel like the Venue would be even better, especially since it is missing some premium features that some of the other competitors offer at the same price range or slightly higher, hence why another trim level would make a lot of sense. Alright, so in the number 2 spot, it's actually going to have to come down to some things that are missing in the back seat. Certain creature comfort amenities are not going to be back here. For example, you're not going to have a center folding armrest here, unfortunately. You're also not going to have any rear AC vents inside of the Venue. And one other thing that I really would like to see Hyundai improve on in the future is the fact that you have no rear cup holders inside of the Venue. You are going to have bottle holders located in your doors, but no physical cup holders. So it would be nice for Hyundai to improve on that and offer some rear cup holders inside of this vehicle. Alright, so in the number 1 spot where I feel like Hyundai sort of missed the mark with the 2021 Venue is when it comes to the overall colors available. Hyundai has a pretty limited color palette for 2021. There are going to be a total of 8 colors available, which is definitely a little bit limited, especially when you are considering this class. For any other segment, I would say 8 colors is excellent, but in the subcompact utility vehicle segment, that's definitely on the lower side in comparison to other competitors. For example, Mini Cooper, Fiat, and even Kia Soul offer a lot more colors. Another area that I would like to see Hyundai improve on in the future is when it comes to the two-tone color options. You can only get two-tone color option instead of your top-of-the-line denim model, and it is going to be limited to only that blue color with that white roof. I would really like to see Hyundai implement more two-tone color options on the Venue in the future. Alright guys, now at this point in the video, I would truly appreciate it if you could please subscribe to the Drive and Be Driven YouTube channel by clicking on that red subscribe button below this video. Also, click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Also, do you agree with the overall top 5 misses that I gave the 2021 Venue? Comment down below. But now, without further ado, let's go ahead and switch sides and go on to the top 5 areas where I feel like Hyundai really hit it on the nose with the 2021 Venue. Alright, so the number 5 spot where I feel like Hyundai really hit it on the nose with the Venue is when it comes to fuel efficiency. The Venue actually averages 32 miles per gallon combined, according to the EPA, which is amongst one of the best in the class, actually only really beat by the Nissan Kicks, which gets 33 miles per gallon combined. And honestly, that's not that big of a difference. It's pretty negligible, but one area where the Hyundai Venue is going to one-up the Kicks is when it comes to fuel tank capacity. It's actually going to have 1 gallon more than the Kicks. So if you are planning on taking the Venue as a road trip vehicle, it is going to get just around 30 miles more on a full tank of gas as opposed to something like the Kicks. And in my real world testing, I was able to get an impressive 38 miles per gallon. So all in all, Hyundai really won when it comes to the overall fuel efficiency. Alright, so the number 4 spot is the overall design of the Hyundai Venue. It's definitely a hit in my book. The overall exterior design has a nice, quirky, fun personality. And then once you hop on inside, it has a straightforward, ergonomic, and easy to use overall layout. All in all, I feel like Hyundai really hit it on the nose of the Hyundai Venue's design. And honestly, it definitely pulls some design cues from the larger Santa Fe and Palisade. It feels as if it was almost zapped by a shrink ray. And here you have your Santa Fe or Palisade in a much more budget conscious, yet still fun and quirky package. Alright, so moving on with this countdown, in the number 3 spot where I feel like Hyundai really hit it on the nose of the Venue is the overall easy to drive characteristics. It has nice nimble handling, and the overall footprint makes for this vehicle to be perfect for those city dwellers. Also, it has extremely good sight lines out the front, the side, and the rear. And all in all, I feel like that's the perfect recipe to make this vehicle excellent for everyday driving in urban settings. Alright, so hit number 2 is the overall spacious cabin. And it's not only for occupants, but also the trunk back there as well. As far as the overall occupancy goes, you can seat a total of 5 people inside of the Venue. But if you are going to fit 5, it's going to be a little bit of a pinch. But honestly, this cabin is extremely spacious, especially when you consider the overall dimensions of the vehicle. It's actually the shortest subcompact utility vehicle available for 2021. And when you're coming out here to the trunk, the Venue is also extremely spacious. Right here, you are going to be looking at a trunk that's around 19 cubic feet of space. And then once you fold down those rear seats, you are going to be looking at around 31 cubic feet of space. All in all, it's extremely spacious, and it's a really good value-packed package when you really consider the overall price tag of this vehicle and how you can still seat up to 5 people and still have lots of space back here. Oh, and I almost forgot, if you are interested in knowing more information about how practical this cargo area is, feel free to click in the upper right-hand corner of your screen and you'll be zoomed to a video where I am talking about how practical the cargo area actually is in my how much stuff can fit in that trunk segment. Alright, so in the number 1 spot where I feel like Hyundai really hit it on the nose with the 2021 Venue is when it comes to the overall value proposition that the Venue offers in the subcompact utility vehicle segment. In fact, this vehicle is extremely value rich, and for 2021, Hyundai is going to package even more value inside of this vehicle, and that's because for 2021, Hyundai is going to axe that SEL convenience package and migrate all of the technology and equipment from that model to the lower end SEL trim level, which theoretically should be priced a little bit lower. Exact pricing for 2021 has not yet been announced, but you should expect it to be an even better value. Once again, huge thanks to my peeps over at Hyundai for loaning me this Venue for the week. Well, that's it for this right off the bat episode. Comment and tell me what you would like to see in future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Marcus, and thanks for watching Drive and Be Driven. Keep it positive, and I'll see you next time. You can become a Drive and Be Driven driver today. Just simply click the subscribe button and you'll become a part of the Drive and Be Driven circle. Subscribing will allow you to stay up to date with the Drive and Be Driven YouTube channel. Thank you to all of my current Drive and Be Driven drivers for driving me towards my goals and dreams. Stay subscribed for more awesome videos like this one.